Hey there fellas, welcome to our channel. Today we have something special for you. The Hulk fights the most spirited superhero known to mankind, the Wolverine. We start by seeing the Wolverine get up from a crater in the middle of the mountains and just ask himself,
What the hell happened?
Suddenly, he hears a huge roar from deep within the mountains. And the green monster, Hulk, jumps over a cliff and lands in front of him, roaring to his face.
Oh yeah.
We go back to the beginning where everything started. Wolverine is transported to the US-Canadian border by a helicopter, and even the army men are surprised by his mysterious presence. Wolverine is briefed on a massacre which happened on the rural town on the US-Canadian border by the military. It seems like an unknown beast has rampaged across the town from the US-Canadian wilderness, and Wolverine sends the toxins from the monster. Wolverine is then deployed deep into the forest to track the creature, and he is given permission to do what is necessary to stop the creature. Wolverine scampers through the forest and comes across some giant footprints, which is eventually fading into a human-sized prints to his surprise. Now, can this giant creature be a Bigfoot? Or as some of you know him, the Sasquatch? Well, for starters, there are giant footprints in the snow. It's the US-Canadian wilderness where a lot of Bigfoot evidence has been recovered. For example, if you take the northern states, Maine, the hotspot for Bigfoot activity, and the talk of the town is, it's right on the Canadian border. Come on guys, we can't really rule out a Bigfoot here now, can we? Anyway, Wolverine comes across a thin little man crying beside a small lake. While questioning the man, Wolverine sends the same toxins on the man as well. The man warns Wolverine not to harm him, and soon Wolverine is hurled away. The man turns into a big green monster, the Hulk. The Hulk and the Wolverine gets into a huge fight. It even goes underwater, where the Hulk blasts Wolverine to land on the shore. However, Wolverine again attacks the Hulk only to be beaten badly by the Hulk, screaming he's the best.
Hulk smash, little man!
As Hulk stands up again, to his surprise, the Wolverine comes back again at him. How does he do that? Come on. Well, I told you guys in the beginning, he's the most persistent and the most spirited superhero known to mankind. They both battle it out only to realize they both need a breather. Just then, Hulk and Wolverine both are shot with tranquilizers from Team X. Okay, now let's take a look at who this Team X really is. Originally, it was the X Men, and now disbanded, Team X is now led by Professor Thornton, who commands the likes of Deadpool, Omega Red, Lady Deathstrike, and Sabretooth. Just before Wolverine loses his consciousness from the tranquilizer, Deadpool announces himself as the shooter.
Oh, good buddy. It's me, Deadpool.
Let's take a trip down the memory lane, shall we? Wolverine was abducted by Weapon X long ago when he was drunk, and his skeleton was bounded with adamantium under the order of Professor Thornton. They even tested his combat skills on a bear and imprisoned him, keeping him as their secret weapon. Wolverine managed to escape by killing the soldiers and severing Thornton's right hand. Back in the present, Sabretooth forcibly wakes Wolverine by beating him up in a Weapon X facility where he is greeted by Deadpool and Professor Thornton. The professor explained it was them who were hunting down the Hulk at first for his monstrous ability, since he was really a man named Dr. Banner who can turn into the Hulk and be super powerful in a wink of an eye. A normal human who can turn into a monster in a blink? Kind of remind you guys anyone else? Maybe a werewolf? So apart from having a Bigfoot agenda, the Hulk has the werewolf qualities as well. Well, I'll say the more the merrier. It appears that Dr. Banner had to turn into the Hulk since Weapon X attacked him. The Hulk even tried to save people from the great havoc the battle had unleashed. Professor Thornton orders Lady Deathstrike not to kill Wolverine, who was kept in a liquid chamber. Sabretooth attacks the professor from behind, and they break the chamber and attacks Wolverine, trying to kill him as well. Lady Deathstrike pierces Sabretooth accidentally while trying to kill Wolverine. Later, Wolverine cuts out Lady Deathstrike's left arm and defeats them. Wolverine escapes, soon destroys a group of Weapon X soldiers who came after him to capture him. The 4 Team X members are back on their feet and vows to destroy Wolverine. Wolverine, thinking he needs backup to defeat Weapon X, goes looking for Dr. Banner and releases him from his liquid chamber as well. While they are trying to escape, the Team X catches up to them and attacks them. Wolverine cuts out Deadpool's arm but is caught up in Omega Red's tentacle and is electrocuted. Wolverine escapes again and shouts at Dr. Banner for not turning into Hulk. Dr. Banner thinks he is drugged by Professor Thornton and can't turn angry or be stressed to be turned into the Hulk. Wolverine drives his claws into Dr. Banner to make him bleed out the drugs and goes back to attack the Team X by himself. I'm telling you guys, we need to celebrate the courage and bravery of Wolverine much more, people. He's the one and only fighter with such a big heart. Sabretooth attacks him along with Omega Red, and after a fierce battle, Wolverine is again caught up in Omega Red's tentacle and violently electrocuted again. Dr. Banner slowly gains his emotions back, and soon all hail the mighty green monster, the Hulk. With a single punch, Hulk sends the Sabretooth out of the facility and into the wilderness. Hulk then attacks both Omega Red and Lady Deathstrike at the same time, sending them both crashing down. Unfortunately for the Wolverine, Hulk then turns on him.
Little man!
Deadpool attacks Hulk with a smoke bomb, only to make him more angrier. Wolverine throws Deadpool in Hulk's path, and the might of the big green monster is just too much for the Deadpool. Hulk chases after Wolverine, intercepted by Omega Red and Lady Deathstrike. Hulk badly beats up Deathstrike and pulls her arms off. Omega Red, who is punching Wolverine over and over again, is soon the next victim of the great big monster Hulk. Hulk starts to destroy the base, ripping off the main power generators. Wolverine eggs the Hulk on, only for the Hulk to be swinging a generator at him as well, causing the base to explode. Wolverine is sent flying and lands right next to Sabretooth. He stands up and watches the base burn until the Hulk jumps out and lands in front of him, just like that. Wolverine is eager to finish what they really started at first, and the two lunge at each other. Just keeps us thinking who actually won that battle, right? At the end, Deadpool seemed to have survived the destruction of the facility and expressing great relief at being alive.
I'm alive!
Only to be crushed by the Hulk doing one of his mile jumps. The Hulk is seen jumping away at the end. To be honest guys, I think the Hulk has actually beaten Wolverine here. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment and share for more videos. Have a nice day.